What's up, y'all? Joe, how's it going? The caffeine, as always. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, so recently I delivered a video for Paul, and it was like his part 4 video on how to build a PC, right? Basically, he was showing you what to do after you fucking like built the PC, right? You know, how to install the software, how to create a Windows install, USB, do the updates, certain things to change and adjust when you start your PC for the first time, all that shit, right? And this video came out to be almost like 32 minutes, right? Yeah, 31 minutes. So it was a long video, and I did my editing and so on and so forth, right? But the thing is that like I did something different with this video, and I had to like ask Paul if it was okay with him, and like it was a few things that I had to change, right? Now, in the beginning of the video, if we play it,
Part 1 was an introduction in PC basics. Part 2 was a budget-oriented build, and that's gonna...
All right, so if you hear, there's music. There's music right here, but the thing is, if you notice, like the rest of the video, there's no music whatsoever.
And as for installation type, we want to go with custom because a clean install is always going to be the best way to go.
All right, now there's a reason why I did that. If you guys are like me, in the sense of like, you guys want to learn how to edit, and you guys are watching my stuff to learn how to edit, that's basically how I learned, literally. I mean, like, I didn't really learn everything I knew by going to school. You can learn just everything you need just simply by going to fucking YouTube and, watching tutorials, which is what I did, right? Simply type in Premiere Pro, how to edit, and you get like a good amount of videos on how to start, right? And then just pick your fucking poison, right? The cool thing is that for the most part, a lot of like videos now that come out, it's a lot easier to watch videos because, well, one, you have like timestamps, right? When I started watching YouTube videos, they didn't have anything like that. So, people can, they can divide their video on certain specific topics that you want to see, right? Another thing that I like about YouTube is that like you are able to like increase the playback speed on videos, right? So if I was just to click on this one, I have no idea who this guy is, to be honest. All right, so like I said, there's you have timestamps now, which is great. Creating your project, creating your sequence, workspaces, importing media. A lot of this shit did not existed when I started watching YouTube videos, right? Now, this is also something that's very important, I feel, when it comes to like making tutorials. Now, for the most part, there's always like some form of standard that people want to follow, and like sometimes it's not the best, right? You gotta try to like make sure you deliver a video that's pleasant to the audience, and also you gotta put yourself in the audience shoes of what is it that you like and don't like. One thing I learned very quickly with videos is simply that background music can be a pain in the ass, right? Now, there's a lot of times where music does have a mood, and it can help your video depending, right? But when it's a video about, like, say, a tutorial where you're learning a new skill, background music can be very distracting, right? Also, just in particular, when you want to have like a playback speed, when you want to increase like the playback speed on the video, because maybe the person that's speaking is too slow, or you're able to keep up, you can watch the video a little bit faster, right? If you have music in the background and then like you try to increase the playback speed on the videos, it's gonna sound like shit, right? So in this case,
after that, I'm going to select. This is also a super often used.
Yeah, this guy has his music, but it's very, very low, right? It's almost like non-existent. So yeah, for the most part, when I watch videos, especially when a video is gonna be fucking 20 minutes long, I always increase the playback speed, right? So I learned very quickly that like videos that have a lot of music in the background is not the best idea, right? Let me see if I can find one as an example.
This video will get you started with Adobe Premiere Pro as fast as possible. However, keep in mind that video editing takes years to master. We've got a very in-depth course.
Okay, so that could be a good example. You hear the background music go, it's like some fucking house music, right?
For beginners and advanced users, which is the best way to learn Premiere inside out. Link in the description down below, but for now, let's...
Yeah, it's like too much, right? Now that's the intro video. I mean, I'm assuming they remove it towards the middle of the video.
Easy to use in just a few clicks. But what about copyright and licensing? Oh, don't even think about that, guys. Storyblocks will take care of that. You can use anything you download in your social media videos, even if they are monetized. All
right, now I watch these guys. They have a separate channel, right? But the thing is, like, this is a good example of what I'm talking about. I mean, not disrespecting this guy for any manner. I'm just saying, like, in regards to like watching content now, for me, and I think for other people can relate. If you're gonna sit and watch a video for 20 minutes. I mean, that could be a long time for some people, right? You don't have the time to sit there and watch that amount of video in one shot. Or if you have a bunch of videos you want to watch, then like, you gotta increase the speed, right, of the playback. So I learned and I made the choice, and I asked Paul if it was cool with it, like for like this video to remove like the music for that reason, because it can get very distracting when you're watching a video. And if you play it back in like a faster playback speed, it's gonna be distracting.
Download, but with Storyblocks, you will get everything for one. and animation as well. Now, I want this text to move from left to right, which is done using the position property. To do that, we're going to create keyframes, which is done on the clips.
See, you see, like the music is just starts to mix in with like the voice, and it just sounds bad, right? This is pretty much the main lesson I'm trying to give out with this video is that like for this particular video for Paul's channel, like trying to like show you how to like how to install new software to a new PC. I asked Paul and I made the choice. It'll be best to like remove the music for that reason, because in my head, this is a 30-minute video. I'll be really surprised if nobody wants to try to increase the playback speed on this video, right? So that's why I removed the music. So all you hear is Paul's like voice as he's explaining something to you, and you don't have music in the background, you know, mixing in with his audio of his voice and sounding bad, right? So yeah, that's something I guess I learned to do by being a viewer of content, right? As someone that watches tutorials a lot and often, music can be good, obviously, depending on the video, but when you're in a hurry and you want to watch a bunch of videos all at once, or you want to watch a lot of videos throughout the day to get you familiar with a new software, at least for me, like having music in the background can get distracting. Also, and it gets worse if you want to like increase the playback speed so you can like, you know, watch the video for, you know, faster, learn what you need to know, and then like move on to the next video, right? So that's pretty much what I did here with this video with Pause. But anyways, yeah. I guess sometimes people can get too caught up on trying to deliver a good video, but getting good visuals, good music, this and that, yada yada. But nothing wrong with that, don't get me wrong. The info that your audience is getting through a delivery method, you know, it has to change, right? Me personally, if I cannot increase like the speed of your video, there's a good chance I'm not gonna watch it. That's just me. But anyways, yeah, I haven't thought about experimenting with like slowing down the music. That way, if like somebody wants to increase like the speed of like the video, the music will play back normal speed. You know, I was thinking about doing something like that, but you know, I think that'd be a little too much. I think up to that point, it's just better to just remove the music when necessary, right? So anyways, yeah, I really don't know what else to add besides that. Put yourself in the viewer's shoes, kind of like pay attention to how you watch content, right? If you'd like to increase the playback speed of the video itself, yeah, obviously, I'm sure you have the experience that like music can sound terrible when you do that, right? But for the most part, certain videos when like, I don't know, if it's a comedy or just someone talking about something personal or whatever, that's different, right? Because, you know, you're listening to the person speak versus like you trying to learn something and you want to learn it as fast as possible. So that's when like I increase like the playback speed. So in those videos, it's like, it's almost worth not having music at all, in my opinion. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Thanks for hanging out with me for a bit. Talk to you later. Peace.